What are the top 5 supports for Kaisa? Let's talk about it. Today, I am here with Saber. Saber, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
All right, so what do you think are some of the characteristics that Kaisa is looking for in a support?
Well, I think the first and foremost, you need to be able to lane in order to have impact in the game. And for Kaisa to lane, you need to usually have some kind of like all-in presence or some kind of trade power or something, right? To help Kaisa proc her passive. As you guys know, if enemy champion gets CC'd, you get a free stack of Kaisa passive, right? So usually supports that can guarantee or at least pseudo guarantee a stack like that is going to be very valuable.
I feel like you're gonna hate a lot of my picks here. I feel like some of them are kind of wonky. I don't know. But for number 5, I'm starting with Pyke. How do you feel about Pyke Kaisa?
Oh, I like Pyke. I mean, we can. There's no like pseudo guarantee, but Pyke hook and Pyke E are pretty easy to hit, especially hitting a hook usually leads into hitting E if they have no escape, right? That's a very easy W follow up. I think Pyke is really good, but this is one of those where you're just make sure you don't int until Pyke gets the hook.
Right.
Like you can't like miss your W beforehand or like take infinite damage, right? So yeah, it's definitely putting the power in your support's hands and making sure you're just following up correctly.
Exactly. And I feel like that's kind of a characteristic of all of these supports, that especially this next one. So for number 4, I put Nautilus because
classic.
you have to follow up on everything that Nautilus does. He has so many roots, knockups, pulls. There's so much CC there. How do you feel about putting Nautilus at number 4 on this list?
Yeah, I mean, not Kaisa used to be like one of the premier bot lanes, right? When Kaisa was more meta, but now both of them have been nerfed since then. I think on paper, like the Killer Morgana we talked about earlier, Kaisa Na is kind of nuts because Na has like 3 ways to give Kaisa passive procs, but in practice, the champ is not it right now, right? This champ, you probably, depending on the lane, it is gonna be a disaster. You're gonna roll them probably, right? So I think not at number 4 is not bad, but they're probably more what's it called?
Better champions in general.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I would say better champions. Not is also not too difficult to pilot as well. So if you have autofill support, it's not too bad. So I actually like Nautilus on this list here.
Awesome. Okay, so then who would you put at number 3 for Kaisa?
Number 3. I mean, we're going through the OP supports, something super brainless like Maokai. I'm down. You know, he presses W. We put the saplings in the bushes. We can combo off ulti, no problem, right?
Yes.
Like someone that's really impossible to mess up. I'm down. You know.
I feel that, and I really like that. And he's got forms of poke too, with saplings and bush, like you said, and slows. Like he kind of can just ensure that Kaisa is able to get all 5 autos off on the enemy team. I like that. I like Maokai. Now hear me out on number 2. Okay, but this is like one of my, if I see this support locked in, I insta lock in Kaisa. Like it's like no brainer. When somebody locks in Swain support, I love playing Kaisa. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it makes sense, right? If he lands the root into pole, we have a free W. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I'm down. You know,
period.
A good combo.
Yeah.
Especially level 6, right? We can just insta all in. We pull anyone, I'm down to just insta all in.
Exactly. And and I feel like he has his own set of damage as well. And he can just suck the life out of him with his ulti if things go wrong, and then she can ulti as well, get a little shield. I feel like Swain is just, I feel like they go really well together. I don't know. Do you feel okay with putting him at a number 2 slot though? Like, is that
a number 2?
Number 2.
I mean, I don't know about number 2. Again, it's one of those supports that if they miss, we FF, right?
True.
He can't just point and click. He has to actually aim it. And not only does he have to aim it, he has to make sure like it's a good angle. Like let's say he's, I don't know, he's pulling them somewhere in Africa. There's no follow up, and the jungle's here. You lose the game probably, right?
Right.
So yeah, there's no like 2v3 potential. You should also think about like 2v3 potential. Like if we get ahead, can we just get their jungle to come bot and then kill him too? Right? So if they're chasing Swain, you know, they have like, let's say that power to kill Swain or whatever, then they just aim Swain, he just dies, and you guys are just sad. Versus something like if we use Maokai as an example, he could press W on the closest guy, push him into the tower, right?
Okay.
There's pretty much no turn potential in a 2v3 unless somehow they botch it and then we like get a Swain pull somehow.
Right. Okay, then. So, do you have anybody else you would rather put in the number 2? You can't use Maokai again because Maokai is number 3.
Okay, Alistar is not ideal, but Alistar Kaisa can work, right? Point and click cannot mess it up.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
We got the 2v3 turn potential, right? We can combo the jungle. We have a lot of outplay potential with I mean, if depending on the Alistar, if he's good, right? He doesn't have the WQ. He can like Q first or flash Q or whatever. So I think there's a hard to mess up. But I would not, depending on the rank, right? I would not put that because you don't really want an Alistar on your team when you're playing against the Varus Karma. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we'll just put Ali at number 2. Okay, so for number 1, my favorite all-time support with Kaisa is Leona. How do you feel?
Wow, the classic.
The classic.
It makes sense, right? Because she's got point and click stun. You can't mess it up. We have a lot of turn potential. She has 3 ways to give Kaisa passive proc. It's actually just like Nautilus. Right. It's just definitely a meta gap. You know what I'm saying? Like in today you're gonna play against Kayle and Lux. Yeah, good luck. Good luck hitting this. So very much a if we're talking outside of meta, extremely good. Right, obviously, right. I would definitely put that higher than Swain. I'll put the Nautilus higher than Swain too, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say Leona is quite good. Leona, Alistar, definitely up there in the combo potential with Kaisa.
Period. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here, Saber. Again, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/xFSNSaber. I stream my ADC content there, or mostly playing AP bot nowadays. So.
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of those now.
I'm having my villain arc this season.
Feel that. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to give this video a thumbs up, it really helps. And don't forget, I stream every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/MissChimChim. Until the next one, love you, bye.